This is my Minecraft Forever world, and I have this problem. In my Forever world, I have this little kingdom area, and I have these houses right here, and honestly, I like them. I didn't use any tutorials on them. I built them off of like images on Google, and I really like how they turned out. But if we go inside, there's kind of like nothing on the inside, and I want to change that. But to change that, I have to do something. This is unheard of, but I actually do want to build interiors in all 6 of these houses. Or 7. See what I did there? But to do that, I'm going to need to go get some resources. So let's go do that. So I already did a little bit of gathering. I got some bookshelves, cobblestone blocks of iron, coal, and some like wood. What I want to do is kind of make like libraries in each of the houses with some armor stands and have like a kind of kitchen and a dining table area. But I could use a little bit more bookshelves, so I'm pretty sure I have some down here in this library that I made. If I can get the door. Okay, good, I did. I was banking on that. I also got some oak saplings. Back over in the kingdom area, I cleared a few trials, so I have some loot over there, and I'm pretty sure I have some pots that I could use as like some decoration. But this underwater area is kind of just like an underwater city I've been working on. It's not fully done. It's got like this area. And then I got a ship up there, which is my trading hall, and then underground I have my storage area that holds like basically everything I have in the world. And then the kingdom is just this way. So the kingdom, it's where spawn is, and I've been working on it for past like 500 days, I think. The main building project was that underwater, but I kind of got bored of it, so I kind of switched over to this kingdom area. As you can see, it's not done. I gotta build the wall. But the only thing I have tutorialed in this whole world is this medieval church, because I could not build a church to save my life. Everything else is all freehand, and I kind of like how it turned out. So now that we got like this stuff I want to start out with, I want to make this kind of basement area kind of like a library. That's one of my initial thought processes, but I just gotta build and see where the wind takes me, I guess, you know. So I'm gonna build like a little bit of library just down here, and I'll get back to you guys. Alright, after about 5-10 minutes of just quickly designing, I have a little kind of study area basement, I'd say. It's not super detailed. I mean, there's a few chairs, shelves with some stuff on them, bookshelves, chests to store stuff in. There's not much really down here. I just kind of try to make it like a quiet study, you know. And upstairs, I have not done a single thing. So I guess this is next up on my to-do list. I think what I'm gonna do is try to put a bedroom here, or like at least a bed and like a campfire or something. Maybe have like a table or another study area right there, and then maybe like some chests or like a dinner area. And then I'm just gonna leave the roof kind of open like this because I kind of like how you can see the beams. But yeah, once that's done, that probably will be it for this first house. I could also put like a secret chest up here as well. I did not know this was up here actually. But yeah, I could probably put something up there. But besides that, this house is kind of done. There's not much I can really do with it, since I don't really have too many blocks on me, and I'm not very good at inside. So I'll get back to you guys when this house is done, and we move on to the next one, I guess. So I kind of forgot to record me finishing that first house. So here's just the montage of me finishing all the other houses' interiors. Alright guys, so I got like the houses done, and I'm moving over to the church because I want to do the interior on this as well. And I've got like the pews, and then kind of like a little bit of a standing area up here for like the pasture. But I want to add, I think, 2 chandeliers, kind of coming down from the roof. And I have like a design that I saw on Google, so it like uses note blocks and then has fences with chains coming down. I honestly thought it looked pretty cool, and I'm pretty sure it kind of fit this vibe. And then I also kind of just want to make it look a little more green and lightened in here besides just brown and gray. So I was thinking of just adding like maybe some decor of like leaves coming down somehow, someway. I'm not exactly sure yet, but I'm sure I can make it work. I just kind of wanted to check in, talk to you guys for a little bit. But I'm gonna get these 2 chandeliers done, and then we can go tour all the other houses that have been their interiors designed or whatever. So I'm gonna build these 2 chandeliers, and then I'll be back for you guys. Alright, so I just got the chandeliers done. I honestly think they look pretty good. I made sure to add some depth to it with like how far down the lanterns go on each side, and I think they turn out pretty good. They're not very big, but they're not too big. I think they're just perfect, and I think 2 of them really matches like the theme, kind of being symmetric and stuff. But I just want to make this place feel a little bit more lively, I guess. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet, but I think I'm gonna add a bunch of leaves and then maybe like flowers coming down. I'm not sure yet, but right now it looks pretty dull, I'd say. But these chandeliers will be pretty nice to add lighting, and then I can also add some more lighting on the walls somehow. But yeah, the chandeliers definitely look pretty good. I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna make the walls look better. So I guess that's my problem for now. So the first thing I did was actually like kind of tear down the walls, and then I started replacing them with this gradient I kind of found. It goes from like a dark deep slate and then kind of into this nice gray tuff, which then can kind of translate into the andesite. But I thought it looked pretty good, and I was kind of a bad YouTuber. I forgot to record me putting in all the decor, so I don't have any of that footage, but I do have just the gradient footage. But I'll show you guys the leaves in a second here. So I'm over here at the church, and it honestly looks very good. I kind of removed these windows and put paintings here, and then I used the new shelves as kind of like a door. And then as we enter, we can see all the leaves. I actually like spammed the crap out of the leaves everywhere, but honestly I think it looks absolutely beautiful. I found a cherry biome when I was going to look for some trees. There's literally just one tree, so I got a little cherry blossom leaves up there, but honestly it looks pretty good, I think. And over here, it turns into a winter biome, so some of these leaves started turning white, so I had to get some azalea leaves, I think that's how you call them. So I had to use some of those, and then I used them on here as well just to make it look nice. And then I went to one of those caves and got like a lush cave, and then got those blossom things. So it adds these cool little particles. But honestly, I think it looks really nice. And I also added kind of like an upper layer up there, where if anyone want to go up to like an upper deck and look down, they could. But I think this decor, I guess, has turned out really nice, especially from where it started with just plain andesite. I think it looks super good. Okay, now that we have every single interior done in all these houses that I currently have built, I'm gonna go around and do like a just quick look at each building. So this is our first little, I kind of think of it as a wood cabin, I guess, but it doesn't look too bad in there. And then this is the first house we worked on, where we built like a little study at the bottom. And then I'll show you guys the upstairs, even though I forgot to earlier. Doesn't look too bad, I think. And then if we go across the road, we get this kind of upstairs, downstairs house. Got a little bed in the corner. If we go downstairs, kind of like a study as well, for a little storage room. Doesn't look too bad, I don't think. And then if we go to this neighbor, like another wood cabin, I kind of think of it, we have a nice decor on the bottom, and then a bedroom upstairs with a little anvil area. And then across the road we got this weird kind of tower house I thought of making. You know, it's pretty cramped in here, but I think if you have an organized mess, I kind of call it, everything should look good. A little study up there, and then your bedroom right here. And then if we go just around the bend, we got this little wood stripped of oak. I don't know. That was just kind of a random idea I thought of, but it honestly doesn't look too bad. And if we go over here, we have like a little modern kind of looking house. Doesn't look too bad. And then for the final thing we worked on, which is the church, which I honestly think is the best. It does not look that bad, I don't think. But that's all I wanted to do in this video. Thanks for watching, guys. I guess I'll see you if I post another one of these videos. If you like this stuff, let me know. I will definitely start doing it more. But I'll probably just keep working on my Forever World, and yeah, who knows when I'll see you guys next.